Warning! This is the We Sound Familiar Halloween Special podcast. You don't want to knock on these guys' doors trick-or-treating. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, and welcome to the Halloween edition of We Sound Familiar. I'm Elliot Crossley, and I'm not gonna lie, folks, it's just me tonight because unfortunately Pete and Chris are too busy playing Red Dead Redemption 2, so I'm gonna have to try and do a lot of this on my own, so this is gonna be a nightmare in itself, so...
No, you're all right, I'm here. I've crawled away, mate. Yeah. I'm not sure about Pete. Are you there?
I'm there. I'm poor and I haven't got a PlayStation yet, but I have been watching YouTube videos of people playing Red Dead Redemption while eating crisps and looking out a window. So I'm still having a lot of fun myself. I'll have to see what Father Christmas
I'm
brings.
sorry to hear that.
Well, it's been it's amazing, Pete. It's beyond amazing.
Do you go to all you can eat buffets and stare into the eyes of starving children at the same time, do you? Ooh, this tastes good. Ooh, I bet you wonder how this tastes, didn't it?
Well, aside from being distracted by Red Dead Redemption 2, available now on all good video game platforms, Chris, you have some rather big news, emphasis on the word big, that you'd like to finish this segment with.
Hey.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I was actually off. I was off ill yesterday. I was just really unwell, and I was just lying back, and then my phone started going off, and I was lying on the sofa, and Big Finish have announced the audio and that I'm in. They announced it previously, but they didn't announce who's in it. But they shared Rhiann Starbuck, who is playing the sort of the companion role in this story that I did back in October last year. And in that same tweet, they even tweeted me, tagged me in it, was the picture of me with Tom Baker and the rest of the cast.
Awesome.
So I took that as like I can now finally tell people. So yeah, I'm in Doctor Who audio. I was sitting on this for over a year.
Well done, mate.
And I spent 2 days with Tom Baker himself. And there's David Scholl, who I commonly would know him as Simon's dad from the Jay's dad from the In-Betweeners.
Yes, I know he's been in all kinds of good things. I remember I saw him in ID. He was in that. Do you remember that football hooligan film years ago? He's done all sorts, but anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was great. It was a wonderful couple of days. It's a really fun adventure. I describe it as a sort of Doctor Who does Stranger Things sort of thing.
Cool.
It's got that sort of vibe to it.
Nice.
For those who aren't familiar, it is based on the comic called under the same name, The Star Beast, where there's this like sort of adorable looking rodent thing called Meep.
Beep the Meep.
Beep the Meep.
Yeah.
And she, I can't think of what gender it is, but and I don't think I'll ever know this day and age, but but it's being hunted by these these alien officers, and the Doctor comes along and sees this, and these kids find Meep, and it's and the Doctor gets sort of embroiled in it as they're trying to hunt down this what seemingly innocent creature. But all things turn on its head, and it's quite interesting. It's a really fun one, really good, and I'm really grateful to Nick Briggs for giving me the opportunity, not because I was expecting to do, just a bit part and not do anything in it, like a very small bit. You might only need me for an hour. That was what I was expecting. I got the script, opened it up, and I'm in most of it.
That's brilliant, man. That's
amazing.
awesome.
I thought, for a first chance, it was quite a big first chance. I was like, bloody hell. I was nervous as hell on that day. If I could go back, I'd go back with less nerves. But I know I'm glad it's been announced. I'm glad I can say I'm in it, and the response has been very lovely.
Well done, mate.
Good work, mate. You're in the family now, mate.
Thank you. Well, talking of the Big Finish, we are actually we're going back to Derby
We're in the
again.
lads.
That's right.
Now, whenever we get an email that says, if an email came to us and said Big Finish, we go, oh, God, okay. But this one they've invited us to do, because we did such a good job at Hooverville, and we went down really well. And you can see the clips and all that from our previous podcast. They've invited us up to perform for the Big Finish Day Eve. So Big Finish Eve, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, we're the three of us going up to perform in front of the Big Finish lot the night before.
Yes, we'll be performing up there to the likes of Nicholas Briggs, Sylvester McCoy, Sophie Aldred, and a young man that we all know by the name of Jake Dudman.
Who's now, whose new BBC show, The A-List, is out on iPlayer very shortly.
We'd like to point out that we are not endorsed or supported by the BBC in this, and this is not a publication or publicity thing for the A-List.
But we are open to being hired by you, so please.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm really hungry and I want a PlayStation 4, please.
So,
I've been playing with my cup and ball and a bit of string for a couple of months now, and I really want a PlayStation as well.
So if you're listening to us, Rockstar Games or the BBC, please spare a thought for those in need this year.
And also Big Finish.
Give us a job. And Big Finish.
Quick, I'm from Rockstar Games, and I want to give you a job right now. You're amazing.
Hey, thank you very much. Who am I? You're the dead guy in the corner. Fantastic.
Lisa, if you could just move that table for me, Peter, that would be great. Okay, Mr. Rockstar, thank you.
Hi, I'm from the BBC. Oh, you here to offer me a job? No, Mr. Crossley, we're asking you to stop writing in and calling us. We're getting fed up of your letters now. Please stop it. Just stop it.
Please stop sending pictures of my family with their eyes cut out, please. That would be lovely. Okay. That's how you get a job. You keep sending them photos of people with their eyes cut out.
Well, it's the Halloween special. It got dark quick. Let's do some sketches, shall we?
I want a PlayStation for Christmas. A PlayStation to hold. And not a fake one this time, Mum. I want one that isn't made of mud and sand. Okay.
Okay, Pete, just please put the pliers down.
Not another Frey Bentos pie, Mum. I was going to get a PlayStation. I can't play any games with that, can I? I mean, I can beat someone over the head with it repeatedly. But that's why I went to prison last time.
If it overheats, just
Okay, let's
blow
have
it
some
up.
sketches.
Oh, my God. Okay, so...
Happy Christmas, son. Your Fred Bentos pie. Now you've got the set. Mince and onion, steak and onion, cheese and onion, ham and onion, and broken dreams and onion. Broken Dreams and Onion, the new album from Pete Walsh.
I'm going to get someone to Photoshop that because that needs to be a thing now. Another day of fighting crime well done, hey, Robin?
You said it, Batman. I don't think the Joker's going to cause any more trouble anytime soon.
Well, when you've been thrown through several walls, had both your legs broken, and then thrown out of a window, I don't think you'll be doing much else over the weekend.
Well said, Dark Knight.
Excuse me, are you Bruce Wayne?
Yes, can I help you?
Mr. Wayne, my name is Dominic Jenkins. I'm with Gotham Social Services. I'm afraid I'm here to take your adopted child back into custody due to neglect, abuse, and incorrectly completing the paperwork for adopting a child.
Incorrect paperwork?
Yes. For every answer on the adoption form, you wrote, and I quote, justice.
This is absurd. I've never put the boy in harm's way. I'm a responsible, sane adult.
We have visual evidence of you putting the boy's life in danger on multiple occasions, including fighting mob bosses, evading gunfire from convicted criminals, fighting psychopaths, and engaging in combat with superpowered beings from other planets. All while wearing a bloody leotard.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's clearly Batman and Robin.
We know you're Batman and Robin.
What?
Look, it wasn't hard to figure out, okay? You have a holographic mountain by the side of your house. You have loads of gadgets and vehicles that someone with the amount of money Bruce Wayne has would have access to. The bat signal always lights up just above your house, and I've just noticed you have a rather embarrassing tan line exactly where Batman's mouth would be.
But I'm the parental guardian this boy deserves, not the one he needs.
That is the worst counter-statement I've ever heard in regards to dealing with suspected child abuse. And I had to do the paperwork for Michael Jackson's court case. I'm sorry, Richard, you're coming with us.
Hey, I prefer Dick.
That's your life choice, Richard. We're not here to judge.
So, how many Bat fans are we going to have pissed off over this? Send us your comments down below.
Let's have a...
I listened to your sketch, and I don't agree with it. Boop.
I personally don't think it's appropriate. Batman would never allow a social worker to come and take Robin because he's so clever, because he's Batman.
It's a bit like Mick Jagger doing it there. Pete, you're up, mate. What would Mick Jagger sound like?
Bat signal in the sky. Yes, bat signal, all the bats are flying around. Yeah.
Oh my god. So, with it being the holiday that doesn't seem to get as much attention as it does over here in the UK as it does in America.
You're joking. I see it everywhere. Workplaces forcing it.
Non-stop, innit?
It's driving me up the wall. I'm scared of going out my house.
Calm
There's
yourself.
Halloween everywhere. I saw these kids over by the bus stop. They're there every morning. Hoods up, earphones in, talking bollocks. Oh, I just can't have it. It's Halloween all the time here.
But with that in mind, I thought I'd open...
Halloween every day.
it's like a day
It's
out.
Halloween. I tell you, every time bills come around this week, oh dear, Halloween comes far too early. I mean, payday is usually around the 23rd, but my God, is it gone by the 24th? And you want me to celebrate Halloween at the end of the month? Have a laugh, will you?
Boys, when you live in Bognor Regis,
Gonna get
every
those
day
curtains
is
drawn and have a big old...
And so far, the only Brexit plus is that we're going to get a commemorative coin. It's absolutely horrendously this is frightening stuff here.
Okay.
It's f***ing unbelievable.
Absolutely atrocious. And that's before the dreaded C word starts coming into circulation.
And everyone's talking about Red Dead Redemption, and it's just, my God, it's just hell.
So seeing,
Halloween. Sorry, carry on.
so seeing as we've kind of gone off topic a bit there.
Carry on with this hellish torment we have to endure, and then tell us we have to celebrate it for a f***ing night.
Shut up a minute. God.
I mean, for goodness sake, me and the missus were going at it, and at that point, I just ran out of Viagra, and it just, the night just fell into absolute shambles. You talk about a nightmare.
It was like trying to play pool with a bit of string.
And also, someone's trying to do a podcast here, and there's just this twat just interrupting. Oh, God, it's hell, it's hell.
No shit.
Send him back. Bloody send him back, eh?
Pete, no. Right, okay, next time either one of you is presenting, I'm going to make it an absolute f***ing nightmare. Right.
Now you know what I'm talking about, El.
Right. So, Chris, what would you say is one of your all-time favourite scary movies or TV shows that had a Halloween special or whatever? Or what is the scariest episodes of Doctor Who?
What do you think? Like, it's trippy. Like, I'm a child. He might not have seen horror films. He might. To tell you what, might expand it to TV show. Actually, expand it to Doctor Who episodes he thought might have been a bit scary.
Am I wrong though?
Okay, yeah, the spider one, the spider one on Sunday. That was hard to watch.
Yeah, that was that. Yeah.
I don't know. I think no, I've only really gone to horror over the last year. I think. Yeah. No, 2 years. 2 years, I think. For some reason, I just randomly watched Insidious. I was always avoiding horror films because I just so easily jumped. And then one day I just sat down. I thought, do you know, I'm just going to watch Insidious. No idea why. I thought I was actually having a breakdown at that point. And then just watched it, really enjoyed it. It wasn't as scary as I thought it was, just bar a couple of bits, but I just loved the idea of it. And then just watched more from there. Conjuring 2, I saw in the cinema on my own.
I've still not seen the Conjuring films, but they are on my to-watch list.
Yeah, Conjuring's good.
Conjuring is good. The first one's great. Second one, I knew too much about the Enfield haunting for it to, recognise where it becomes fiction.
Yeah.
But it's a bit far-fetched. But no, it was good. I haven't seen any of the spin-off films though. What else did I see? I saw It. I saw the new It. That was good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Have you seen the original 1990 It?
Oh, with Tim Curry.
No, I
Yeah.
only saw clips of it because I have a huge phobia of clowns. I used to have a huge phobia of clowns. So
Everyone's got a phobia of clowns, mate. No one likes clowns. I love clowns. I simply love clowns. They're great. I
tell you what,
on Tinder. I really
Honestly,
love clowns.
I freaked out the hell.
What
I
child
remember freaking
doesn't?
out when like some Ronald McDonald was at a McDonald's I went to once.
Oh my God. Is that what it all stemmed from? You went
Honestly,
for a Happy Meal
yes,
and
you could tell I made my parents happy that day.
Get it away
all
from
the
me.
way out.
Get him away. But yeah, no, I saw it. I think I got into it. I think, yeah, I've seen like the clips of the 90s ones. I just thought it looks cack.
No, it was absolutely terrifying. You've got to watch it, except for the ending, which is rubbish. But it was absolutely
ending,
terrifying.
yeah.
And the thing is, the second new one is going to be. It's going to obviously be very much like the old 1990 one. Basically, when they're grown up and they reflect on what happened, and it all starts happening again. It's absolutely terrifying. And I think the new sequel was going to be brilliant.
Well, they've got quite some good names in it. You've got like Jessica Chastain and James McAvoy of all people. And I was like, really?
The casting is incredible because
Bill Hader?
Usually in most films, they always cast the younger actor to look like the main star, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually you go, oh, that's pretty good. Or you go, yeah, I don't buy that for an instant.
Yeah.
What was the other recent film? Mamma Mia 2 that had young, whoever they got, I can't think of their names, but the guy who plays young Alexander Skarsgård, yeah. It's just a spitting image. It's just incredible. But this case, they've actually cast what would happen if these kids grew up. And it's just, I looked at it and just thought, yeah, you've nailed it. That's perfect. That is genius.
Definitely.
That is amazing.
I'm definitely looking forward to I guess it's chapter 2 next year, but one of my favorite horror movies, one of the things I watched probably a lot younger than I should have done when I watched it was the Evil Dead trilogy, which features Bruce Campbell as the eponymous hero. And I'm guessing, Pete, you've seen Evil Dead, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, back then it was like, this film is just
It was classified as video nasty. So it's banned. It was like really controversial. And then, but looking back on it, it was like, it's quite a slightly camp in some places, big, but back then it was like, oh my God. And I used to see it in Woolworths, like thinking, and it was like proper, there was a big furore about it.
And there was me just scared of the film Signs. Honestly,
I'd be scared too of Mel Gibson if I saw him in my house.
There's this one bit where like where the alien just steps out.
Oh yeah, the found footage bit at the birthday party.
The found footage bit actually it terrified me. I locked it, made sure the doors were locked after that. I was quite young at the time.
I remember watching that in the cinema and it shit me up. I was like, whoa, what? And then the ending happens. And I was like, that just kind of ruined it.
Yeah, it worked until you see it in its CGI glory.
Yeah,
which is well, I've got a good story about Alien. When I first saw Alien, I think actually, I say
the
Alien's
first one.
probably Aliens probably Aliens are probably my. I'd say Alien because that's more horror than.
I'd say Alien is more horror. Aliens is more like an action, like.
It's still quite,
movie, yeah.
They're still jumpy, but it's just yeah. But no, when I first saw Alien was a good number of years ago. I was this was when I was at uni at the time. But I went to go and visit my ex who lived down in Cornwall, and it's about a 7-hour journey. One train for 4 hours, and then you got other little ones.
Yikes.
So I thought, right, and obviously trying to get in a film production course, everyone's like watching, like says, have you not seen Blade Runner? Have you not seen Alien? Have you not seen these? And then someone just lent me these digital copies of them.
You ain't ever seen Bad Boys 2?
Yeah, except much more pretentious.
Oh yeah.
So he goes, you've not seen this, you've not seen that. So I was like, oh okay, well. I know of Alien. I know of the chest burst scene.
Yes.
So I put it on the train journey down. It was a packed train, and I was doing all right for it. It was a bit sort of, because it's really, the atmosphere is astounding. It's incredible, but the it is quite sort of, it's eerie, very eerie, and there's one bit in particular, and I'm pretty sure you'll know what it is, but where I can't think of the character's name. But it's Dallas, I think. Dallas goes in the vents.
Oh, yeah, God, yeah.
And he goes in the vents, and they've got on the screen his spot beeping to say that's him. And he's in there looking around, and suddenly he goes, "Oh my God, it's going on! It's on top! Get out of there! Get out of there now!" Climbs down, turns to the left, and then suddenly you just got the most horrific scream. And when that happened, I yelled at the top of my voice in this crowded train, and it's surrounded by families of people, and I just looked at them and went, sorry, and no, so yeah, I'll go Aliens by far. It's not the I just find that the atmosphere is just so. It still holds up, I think.
It does, yeah. Alien is one of those films, it's aged well, whereas certain other movies from those times, it's like, not so much.
There's only one bit that I think doesn't age well in it, and that is the end shot of it hanging outside the ship. But the rest of the shots in it are so
brilliant, isn't it?
As it lasts a lot longer than CGI ever will.
Yeah.
And I have to say the xenomorph is one of the most incredible creations that I think's ever appeared on film, I think.
I think what's so great about the xenomorph is the fact that not only does it, like, you look at it and it's like an iconic image from not just science fiction, but also from horror, purely because the first movie is like, it's a horror movie, and everything else it appears in is a sci-fi movie. So it's one of those films that you can see it and it like encompasses two very important, very prolific genres of movie. Although there is one other film I have to give props to, and this is one of the first movies that I really got a respect for horror movies for, and that's John Carpenter's 1978 original Halloween movie, which featured a very young Jamie Lee Curtis. And I remember watching this, and it's one of the first films that really like had me realize, like, how suspenseful a horror movie can be, because thing is with things like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and Evil Dead, they're like proper slasher movies, like, it's a big monster, or shock value and stuff. Halloween is one of those films where there's the subtle things in the background going on, or something's going on. It's like, holy shit. I remember when I first watched it.
I need
the
to
moment-
watch it. I still haven't seen it. I need to
Oh,
watch
it's
it.
good.
Because the trailer for the new one and the response to the new one is so positive and good.
Yeah.
that I feel like, right, I've got to give this a go. I've actually bought it, so I'm going to watch it tomorrow for Halloween.
Good shout.
Well,
good shout.
today by this time this audio comes out, but yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, those are some pretty good movies. And speaking of famous movies associated with Halloween, I have for us now our just to round off this episode, our film challenge.
Okay.
So, Pete,
Yo.
Chris, if you're ready, I was like, for this episode, we're going to recreate Ghostbusters.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so the scene I'm going to suggest we do is it's quite a short one, but there's a reason we'll explain a bit later. It's the scene where Pete Venkman, Egon Spengler, and Ray Stantz are about to go into the elevator, and there's a man waiting outside asking what's going on, and the Ghostbusters are conveying with themselves as they're going up in the elevator. But seeing as this is a We Sound Familiar podcast, I figured we haven't done this in a while. I say we tackle each character as our respective doctors. So, Chris, I would like you to portray Egon Spengler as portrayed by Patrick Troughton.
Okay.
Pete, I would like you to portray Pete Venkman as Chris Eccleston.
All right.
And as for the man in the elevator at the beginning, seeing as I think he'd be one of those people who's like, oh, this is some BS. Chris, do you feel comfortable doing Peter Capaldi as the man at the elevator?
Yes, okay, I can do that. He sounds like he's got a bit of a cold, but it'll do.
Don't worry, someone has said I sound like David Tennant with a cold recently, so it makes me feel so much better. So it's all good. We're in the same boat here. It's fine. Don't worry. And I'll do Ray Stantz as David Tennant. So, Chris, you have the first line. Ready when you are.
What are you supposed to be? Some kind of a cosmonaut?
No, we're exterminators. Someone saw a cockroach up on 12.
That's gotta be some cockroach.
Bite your head off, mate.
Going up.
I'll take the next one.
You know, it just occurred to me, we haven't had a completely successful test of this equipment.
I blame myself.
So do I.
No sense worrying about it now.
Why worry? Each of us is wearing an unlicensed nuclear accelerator on his back.
Yeah, let's get ready. Switch me on.
Okay, hold the phone. That wasn't a very long scene, so I feel we should do another one just to sort of give a bit more for everyone listening. How's that sound to you guys?
Yeah, all right.
Let's do it.
We're paid by the hour.
Yeah. I'm still not going to get my PlayStation, am I?
Yeah.
I'm still going to play with my Craig Bentos pays.
Okay,
We Sound Familiar, proud sponsors of Frey Bento's
Red
Pride.
Dead Redemption 2 and the BBC.
And nuclear weapons.
You could have a Red Dead Redemption 2, but instead you're going to have to settle for a Frey's Bento's Pie.
I know what I'd rather have.
Okay, Ghostbusters, take 2.
We've got to get this in the clear.
Wait. I always wanted to do this. Fantastic. And the flowers are still standing.
Okay, on my signal, Spengler, I want a confinement stream from you, okay? Go! Okay, hold him up there. He's gonna move. Hold him up. Go!
It's working, Ray.
Start bringing him down. Start bringing him down. You got him. Don't cross the streams.
Maybe now you'll never slime a guy with a positron collider, eh?
Venkman, shorten your stream. I don't want my face burnt off.
All right, I'm opening the trap now. Don't look directly into the trap.
I looked at the trap, Ray.
Bring your streams off as soon as I close the trap. Get ready? I'm closing it. Now!
It's in there. It's in there. Oh,
Hey, hey.
Well, that wasn't such a chore now, was it?
Okay, so that was our film challenge, and this has been another episode of We Sound Familiar. We'll be back in November with highlights from our appearance at Big Finish Day. So once again, thank you for watching. I've been Elliot Crossley.
I've been Chris Walker-Thompson.
And I've been Peter Walsh. And if you're going to Big Finish Day, we can't wait to see you. If you see us, do come up to us and harass us for funny voices, or maybe even a selfie.
Ha 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 ha.